Good morning and welcome to LNG Marketplace Weekly News Flash. Here's the latest news we have selected for you from all over the media. After the annual report of the International Group of LNG Importers was released, the International Gas Union also published its 2019 annual report. As stated in Gas World, it is in-depth analysis of the current state of the global LNG industry. You can find links to both reports in the description box. According to Hellenic Shipping News, due to a drop in Norwegian supply of liquid natural gas, the LNG prices slightly rose both in Europe and Asia. The analysts, however, consider it was a temporary knee-jerk reaction and not a long-term trend. We have heard a lot about alternative LNG pricing recently. Shell and Tokyo Gas have signed the famous long-term LNG deal that is partly based on coal indexation. Well, according to analysts, the growth of alternative pricing aims not only to attract buyers, but it is also a risk management strategy adopted by sellers. You can read the entire analysis on www.zax.com. On the Gas World website, we found that Cryostar has launched a new mobile LNG fueling station in the Netherlands. The breakthrough technology is compact, modular, and transportable, and it combines rapidity and low implementation costs. This next piece of news relates to LNG as fuel. Netherlands-based Pitpoint.LNG will open its first shore-to-ship LNG bunkering facility in Germany on the Rhine River in the port of Cologne, making LNG available to inland shipping. This we read on lngworldshipping.com. The next story is also regarding the German market. Germany, in addition to promoting Nord Stream 2, the new pipeline under construction to bring Russian natural gas, has recently announced plans to build 2 LNG import terminals to increase the country's gas imports in view of the North Sea gas production declines. This was found on RigZone. Bloomberg reports that the world's largest oil company, Saudi Aramco, is moving into the world of liquefied natural gas, offering to supply Pakistan with cargoes of the fuel even though it doesn't produce any yet. Japan's JERA, the world's top buyer of liquefied natural gas, has signed an agreement with Mitsubishi to buy up to 16 cargoes of LNG from the LNG Canada, according to Business Financial Post. Shell has decided to exit a Baltic LNG project led by Gazprom on Russian Baltic coast. Its decision opens a question about the availability of technology needed for this project, as Shell will not be providing it. Union Information Agency announces the new provider will probably be Lind. Could Gazprom come out with its own technology? We'll see. According to oilprice.com, BP and ExxonMobil, 2 oil majors that were part of the original Alaska LNG consortium that withdrew in 2016 due to low oil and gas prices, expressed renewed interest in the project, and the Chinese oil major Sinopec has expressed interest in purchasing it. The talks are ongoing. And according to Reuters, Chevron and Woodside have applied for a new license for their Kitimat LNG plant in northern British Columbia that could see nearly double in size. Toshiba's deal to sell its U.S. LNG business to Chinese ENN Group has collapsed. The reversal of the Chinese group caused Toshiba's shares to fall 5.4% and puts in doubt the restructuring plan of the Japanese company. We read this on RT. Another interesting piece of news. Exxon is working with Israel to develop floating LNG export facilities. You can read the story on Bloomberg.com. Flex LNG price is 23% higher than it was a year ago. That's a great result, and you can read the entire analysis on Simply Wall Street. And finally, breaking news. Chevron announced to buy Anadarko Petroleum Corporation. The total enterprise value of the transaction is $50 billion, with final investment decision expected on the Mozambique LNG project in the coming months. This is huge news that can be read on the Business Wire. And that's it for today, and a small reminder. If you do not want to miss any of our podcast episodes of the Weekly News Flash, remember to subscribe via our website or directly to our channels, including YouTube, iTunes, Android, Podcast, RSS, and SoundCloud.